Go right ahead. Hi. Thank you so much for calling. You're on Alive and Free Radio Street Soldiers. What's your name and
Okay, thank
what are your thoughts? Go right ahead.
My name's Trey, and you know, I was just calling because I've been recently dealing with some type of like depression. I feel like, and it's only because I feel like I'm like a late bloomer at times because I'm like 25 years old and I'm just barely moving out of my mom's house, and you know, sometimes it comes and goes, but you know, when the depression builds up, I feel like, you know, with all the struggles that I'm facing and the way that I'm taking it in life, you know, I don't know. It kind of gets to me, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
happy thing.
Yeah.
Are you talking to somebody about it?
Not really. I'm kind of just like, you know, looking up different books, reading a lot of different things,
Well, it's like
trying to help
self-help,
myself.
trying to help yourself.
Well, I'm a big believer in
That's right.
counseling. I'm a big believer in counseling. You got to have somebody to bounce this stuff off. You find the right person, it can do amazing things for you.
Yes.
Amazing. I mean, look. The whole thing about this, and help me if I'm this.
I'm with you.
You're not crazy, okay? That's the whole thing.
Right.
You're not crazy. You know, you haven't. You know,
I don't think I'm crazy.
Good,
I don't think I'm
good.
crazy.
Yeah, I think, brother, I think that you are going through a very similar type of development that, you know, you're one of the things that I've been talking about recently is that we're no longer in the information age. I think I said this on the show before. We're in the identity age. And so the biggest causes of a lot of our traumas are us trying to identify who and what we are. So my brother, at 25, moving out and starting your life is your journey. Now, I typically have a couple of follow-ups to that. And one of my follow-ups is, how much time are you spending on social media? What's your screen
I
time?
spend quite a lot of time on social media. I think I do.
Okay, so we talked a couple of weeks ago about that algorithm, right? And if you're moving out, if you're trying to better yourself, if you're trying to become the man that you feel like you are born to be, what typically is going to happen is that algorithm is going to show you a bunch of men that you want to be, and they're going to be like, well, he's 25 with $2 million and he lives in Paris and he this, that, and the other. And what happens is we innately start to compare ourselves.
That's right.
Right. So what you want to do is,
and on that same note, I don't want to make it about like what we see on social media and what social media tells you, but I still see messages from like, you know, not messages, but like posts from different females and other chicks out there that say the only type of guy that should be available to date out here is like, you make X amount of money, you have this, you have that going for you. And me just being 25, getting all that stuff going, and it's still an uphill battle for me to feel like I'm comfortable enough to be in a dating kind of realm. And that's where the depression lies. It's like the loneliness and the solace that you feel, I feel at least, as a young man trying to become a man. You feel me? And that shit's kind of like, it comes and goes, but you know, when I'm on the high, I'm on the high, but when I'm on the low, I'm on the low.
I'm so glad that he said that.
I feel that, brother.
Don't call that out, especially like men, because there is a lot of this conversation about what you have.
Yeah, I heard this on when I'm on 15.
Yeah. So, I mean, like what you should have, what you should do, where you should be at a certain time. There's like those societal things, and they do make you reflect, and you start to look at yourself like, well, where do I fall in all of this? Where do I line up? And I heard you refer to yourself as a late bloomer. And those are things that we say, we tell those to our kids, we tell them to our peers. But at the end of the day, when you really put it all in perspective, you're running your own race. You have the ability to, you know, dictate where you are, where you're going, how you're doing it. And it's you, it's your decision. And you shouldn't have to look to the right or to the left to verify yourself and who you are and who you know that you are going to be or where you're going. So if a person doesn't feel that you meet their standard, that's okay. But you know where you're going. So I would most definitely, I want to commend you. You know, you made an effort and a choice to move out. to me, I'm like, stay. It's cheap. It's expensive out here. But I know that we want to have our independence. We want to, do your own thing and like set your own path. But when you move out, it gets lonely. When those bills and things in life, it gets tough. But I think if you just keep pressing forward each and every day.
I know, Dr. Marsh, we got to move.
Yeah,
I just got one quick thing to say to this brother. My brother, I don't know if you're familiar with I know a lot of you guys do a lot of online shopping. I have this conversation at least 10 times a week. It's like going to the mall, right? When you go to the mall, you need something, you need to get something from one of the stores in the mall. But when you get to the mall and you look at that map to figure out all the things that you need, the map says one thing back to you. You are here.
You're here.
Right? So you have to figure out where you are and then figure out what you want. So what you want to do is get yourself a journal and you write out what your needs are, what you need out of life and what you want out of life. And then you create your plan as to where you want to go in life. You understand what I'm saying?
Definitely.
All good.
And bro, I would say,
It's a great idea.
yeah, take all of these ideas. Do not compare yourself to somebody else. Don't do that. That's a trap.
No, definitely.
Do not do that. Don't look at he's this and he's no. There's only one you, right? And you special.
For even end up comparing my story or their story, I really just had to put it out there and let you guys know how I felt.
Right. Thank you.
Young brother, I'm glad you called in. Look, I'm the ultimate late bloomer, okay? So I know how you feel. I know exactly how you feel. Let me tell you. 5 years from now, it's gonna be different. 10 years from now, your life gonna be different. 15 years, it's gonna be, just keep going, brother. Please.
And the point is, we're here the whole time. We're the biggest cheerleaders around. So you can call us anytime, man.